right, welcome everyone. It's another episode of The Boardroom, and today my newest board member in the boardroom with me is Paul Stojanovic from Pave Wealth Services. G'day Paul, how are you mate?
Good, thanks Oscar.
Thanks for joining me today. You had a bit of a surf out Meadams today mate?
I did, it was nice, fat and slow.
Yeah, well, not the greatest waves today. As well's dropped a little bit from yesterday and a little bit fat for Paul, but it's not always about the quality of the waves. It's about getting out in the water and just
bit of life balance, work-life balance.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining me today, mate.
That's all right. The other thing that I really I wanted to do was to make sure that we were an approachable business.
Yep.
But I had seen the issues a lot of businesses faced where they'd bought fees. I'd seen it, and that's going back to the corporate side where the values and the culture was not aligned. I also saw why businesses failed, and from that perspective, it was also a lot of the key decision makers were not in control of what they needed for their business.
Yep.
And high turnover of staff was another thing.
Yeah.
So, and I've never run a business. So the biggest thing for me was to look at, well, how do I build a business? What do I want it to be? And the question about what's your why was always something I always...
Well, I'll get to that in a minute, mate. Yeah.
But I think for me personally, it's not about making money, it was about helping people.
Yep.
I have an arts degree. I'm not mathematically inclined. I think there's that stigma that you have to be sort of quite technical. I think there's a place for that. I think the important thing is you have to be an efficient communicator. Financial planning was a business I owned, and I always saw it as that.
Yep.
What I enjoyed about it is the opportunity to demystify what financial services was for people and to make it approachable and to break down. Some people would talk to me and go, "Oh, you wouldn't take us as a client because of we don't have $250,000 to invest." So somehow they formed that opinion, and it's breaking that down to say, well, can you afford $100 a week or $500 a month? And if the answer to that is yes, it's like, well, we can start, let's do something.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So just you touched on, why you do what you do. Well, what drives your passion for financial planning, and how did you leverage that in your business when making decisions, mate? You got into financial planning, as you said, you weren't mathematically inclined. It wasn't a natural progression from where you started after uni.
Yep.
But what drives your passion for financial planning? Talked a little bit about helping, but what specifically, helping such a broad concept, what was it about helping people in a financial planning sense, and how did you leverage that in your business, mate?
The important thing was I worked out really quickly you can't be everything for everyone, and I didn't want to be everything for everyone. I never felt threatened by other financial advisors. People that were coming to me through referrals were it was about teaching people that were referring to me, well, this is what I do and this is how I do it. So getting that message really clear.
So getting really clear on they'll call it a value proposition for your clients, or your positioning strategy, or your differentiation strategy.
Yep. The other thing is, and what I learnt was, there was stuff that I was just absolutely crap at.
Yep.
So within the business.
The different functions within the business.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Now there is, when you're starting out, you do have to suck it up and jump into that space. But I worked out really quickly that there was more efficient ways and a better use of my time to basically give me the opportunity to work with my centres of influence and teach them what type of clients I'm looking for, or work with them around identifying the ideal client. But then my whole business was founded around getting in front of people, working with them and educating them, but then providing ongoing service.
Thanks very much, everyone. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. I will see you in the boardroom for the next episode soon. Yewww.